I just finished writing this. It's called Rap Decathlon. My rap flow is like DiCaprio, Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm clever, but I never heist dollars like white collar, steal like Neil Caffrey. Just because I'm a rapper doesn't mean I have to have a rap sheet. I never been in the pen, but I pick up a pen if I want to have a rap sheet. I'm so off the cuff, so if ever they on the cuffs want to try to slap me, I evade the law like taxi, but never in the back seat of police cars like taxis. I just rap from the jaws. I don't run from the laws when I vocab speak. Actually, I'm like an athlete who runs the last heat in a track meet with fast feet. Starting gun blast piece is the only time I ever pack heat. I wake up in the morning, do abs on the beach while you slackers sleep. I just lack the sleep. And I don't need a tea bag because I'm decaf and in a decaf compete. And while y'all trying to get I'm trying to get a trophy while y'all are just atrophied. Rock hard like prefab concrete. While you doing rehab on knees, I'm running these laps on streets until my lungs collapse and cease. Combination of traction cleats with an elastic string attached to my calves is beast. So I can rhyme faster. I'm a linebacker beef and a spine cracker. Quarterback sacker in case your quarterback tries to happen to sneak. And the crowd of fans is loud, man. A 10,000 seat capacity. And they clap from their seats when I 40-yard dash. They hashtag and tweet while I brag to the media mass elite and they photo flashing with the caption beneath. But they still can't capture me because I move with the fastest speed, my action, the speed when I'm running on this Astro T. I fly past, bypass you like Gastro B, like I was drinking a mixture of Gatorade and Castrol GTX. I'm better than your team. I don't need ketamine to flex. I got strong arms already. I ain't Lance Armstrong. I don't have to go cheap. Man, I just practice for weeks till I'm at my peak. Yeah, I prepared to run this marathon. Got the dopest rhymes, but I'm not Barry Bonds or Jones Marion, who both were steroids on. I explode off the line like a cherry bomb. I'm a paragon who carries the baton under my arm like the Bible or Arab Quran. I'm like teriyaki tarragon before you put it on a meat, because this pre-season's tough, and I'm not easing up. Your dreams, your team, your dream team, your whole league will get crushed, leave you in the dust, so you can go ahead and eat your whole wheat Wheaties mush. Breakfast of champions, but I eat people like you for breakfast while you eat my dust. So, So what I want to talk to you guys today about is wordplay. And obviously hip hop has a very strong sensibility in how to play with words. But I want to talk about wordplay and what I'm going to call word serious or word truth, word meaning. How do you get from playing with words to getting meaning out of words? And I think that's the strongest thing that hip hop and spoken word does is it finds meaning within words, within words, within words. You can break it apart, you can rearrange it. My favorite example, I think I first heard this in middle school, was the word dormitory can be rearranged to spell dirty room. Yeah, when I first heard it, I loved it. No letters added, no letters taken away. Dormitory equals dirty room. Now, the first thing that's cool about that is, yes, you can take one word, completely rearrange it, and get an entirely new word. But that's not what makes it the most interesting. What makes it the most interesting is the fact that there's truth in that. If you look at dormitory, dirty room usually is dormitory. It's true. So the playfulness of being able to rearrange the word, yes, gets our attention, but it's the truth that you see in that word rearrangement that seals it. So I think whenever you're presenting, whenever you're trying to capture an audience, the thing that you have to keep in mind is that there's a human adult part of us that wants to be, rational and linear and logic and really serious. But then there's a part of us that's playful and light and fun and has an inner childlike sensibility. And I feel like you have to hit both. You have to hit that cerebral part, you have to hit that emotional part. And if you're in an audience of people presenting, performing, if you're hitting on both and other people are just hitting on one, obviously you're gonna have an advantage. Because most people come in, they're like, this is my pitch, here's my thing, okay, 1, 2, 3, okay, done. but somebody who can really get you to see why you should be looking at what they're talking about is going to be a lot more interesting. So word play, word truth, or word meaning, adult-like sensibility and childlike sensibility. So to break down a couple of the things that I said at the beginning, I said my rap flow is like DiCaprio, Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm clever, but I never heist dollars like white collar, steal like Neil Caffrey. Okay, so DiCaprio, Neil Caffrey. Both of those people are characters. One is Leonardo DiCaprio in the movie Catch Me If You Can. He was a check fraud criminal. Neil Caffrey is in this show called White Collar on USA. Same kind of criminal where he works for the government after he, stole all the money. If I hadn't have made that connection between the two characters, just me going Caffrey, DiCaprio, after a while you're not going to really care. It's like Cat in the Hat. The cat sat in the hat, and the bat and the rat and the fat. It's cool because it rhymes, but it doesn't really do anything for you after a while. Then later on, you heard where I said, I got strong arms, but like Armstrong, I don't have to cheat. The reason you all connected with that was because I'm speaking to a very real situation that we all know about. Lance Armstrong using performance-enhancing drugs. So the word play, instead of rhyme this time, it was a flipping strong arm, Armstrong. It's not enough for me to get up here and say, Lance Armstrong used performance-enhancing drugs. I mean, what kind of attention am I going to get with that? But the fact that I can say strong arms with rhythm and rhyme, the playfulness, the wordplay drew you in. But the truth of that event is what captured you fully. Then I continued to build it with the Marion and the Barry Bonds and their steroids on and the marathon. So I continued to reinforce that. And those connections were a lot easier to make because I'm referring to marathon, steroids on, Barry Bonds. So the word, the rhyme, and the rhythm there naturally point to what I'm talking about. But the last thing I want to talk about is when things aren't so close, when we have to make these leaps. So the thing that I think hip hop and words can help you do is to make these connections. Leaps from ideas that seemingly don't belong together. As I said, when you have hip hop, it looks inside of words and shows you words that you never knew existed. So towards the end, you heard me say, I carry a baton like a Bible or Arab Quran. I'm off the line like a cherry bomb. Teriyaki and tarragon. Like all of those words rhyme, but they really have no inherent meaning to one another. But then what did I say? I said spice like tarragon before it's on the meat, before I put it on the meat. Oh, pre-meat, pre-seasoning, pre-season the game. So I'm making these jumps from cooking to sports. So for me to have words as connectors is important because not just in your pitching and your presenting, but even in your idea thought process. If you're sitting in a room coming up with ideas, you could have poets and rappers and English majors sitting around you saying, well, what do you poets see in these words? What are we missing? Because to me, the important thing is not just to have a good pitch, but the idea that drives the pitch. And if you start there with these leaps, your idea of presenting it is going to be that much easier. So that's pretty much my pitch. If you guys want to know more about what I do, cypherideas.com, CYPHER ideas.com. Even have a project called Cypher Tank where we're doing just that. We're taking rappers, we're putting them in design firms, and we're having them sit around and rap about products and rap about words. So thanks for listening, and that's my time.